If you are anything like me, you're just thinking, man, my girlfriend makes me wear some really, super cool shirts. And you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state. Oh my goodness! And look at that! Look at that! Pushing buttons. Yes, hanging out with you, and happy to hear. Yesterday, by the way, was a fantastic show. Go by on if you're on the X machine, if you're on the YouTubes, if you're on the face space and all that, go check out yesterday's show. Chase was fantastic and just a wealth of knowledge, especially when it comes to survival out in the wilderness and not like, not like on the shows like Outlast or anything like that. By the way, Queen Bee and I are watching the show Outlast in the most recent season. And last night, right when it got to the very end, like we now find out who wins, I got the little Netflix scrolly thing just shut down on me. Right, I mean, right there, like at the worst time you could possibly shut down after watching a whole season of something. Boom, done, just like that. Every single night watching this, watch Outlast, and getting to the end of it. Son of a biscuit. So we don't know who wins. I guess we'll try to figure that out tonight if Netflix gets all their stuff together. But highly recommended. I dig Outlast. Alone is fantastic. And it gets in those situations of you just got to get out here and deal with what you deal with to survive. But Chase put a lot of practical information into possible scenarios that we could be in celebrating our outdoor world. So definitely make that happen. Check those shows out and check out yesterday's program as well. Being as we have Chase on Mondays, I did not get to tell you all about the camping trip. This was a ton of fun, and I'm probably going to be remiss if I don't show y'all the shirt. There you are. Mm-hmm. It happened. Somebody alert Terry Carlin at Riverbound Sports. I now stand up paddleboard. I fought it for 11 years. It had actually been a joke that just became a thing. Like, I'll never get on one of those things. You can't get me on there. No. You got to try it. You got to try it. You got to try it. No, I'm not going to try it. Not at all. What's up, Grizz? It definitely not going to try it. And then as my stance on Roombas, the Amazon listening devices throughout the house, and let's see what else. Listening devices throughout the house, and stand-up paddleboard. Queen Bee turned me just like that. So, like Jimmy Buffett said, there's probably a woman involved. Yeah. But let me tell you about this. By the way, Lake Pleasant. Don't sleep on Lake Pleasant. Lake Pleasant is fantastic. Lake Pleasant is a wonderful, wonderful place to camp at. Like I've been on Lake Pleasant. I've fished Lake Pleasant a billion times. I have primitive camp Lake Pleasant a bunch of times. Their campsites are damn ridiculous. Manicured, taken care of. It's really, really nice. I'm telling you. How about the new robot from Elon? Chris, don't even start with me. Don't even start with me. I saw it. They have one at one of the mall locations. I believe it's Scottsdale, where they have a Tesla showroom in the mall. They have one of the robots. Scared the crap out of me. I'm like, of all things, why did you have to make it look like the Will Smith movie I, Robot? Why? Could you have made it just look like it wasn't going to take over the world? It wasn't going to kill us? Not going to deal with that. Anyway, but if Queen Bee shows up with one for Christmas, here I am. I do want the robot dog, though. I do want the robot dog. The one with the flamethrower. $9,000. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's something on Daddy's list. I tell you that much. Can I get back to this? Lake Pleasant. And again, please comment along in the show. You steer it. This is our show. We're all doing this together. It's like hanging out at the bar having a drink. What up, Lynn? Like we saw people take off out of their campsites and immediately, like it was like robot, like it was the staff would show up from parks and they would, or Maricopa County, whatever it is, and they would just make sure that entire camp spot is ready for the next person. And it looked like like staff from a hotel or something turning a hotel room. I was like, damn, these are campsites and they're taken care of like this. And I was really, really impressed by this. Yeah, Chris, yeah, okay, but whatever. Fine, she wears the pants. What do you do? Yeah, yeah. Again, Jimmy Buffett was right. this place had yeah, they had hookups. We didn't need hookups because we just had the jumping jack out there. But a table, awning, barbecue thing. Here's what really sucked for us. And I'm gonna get to the paddleboard and stuff in a minute. But here's what really sucked. We looked at the grill that they had set up, and I was like, "Where's a fire pit?" I guess you just kind of use the same thing as a combo fire pit / grill, which is the way God intended. And then she goes, "Well, let me look up. Maybe there's." She goes, "No, there's no fire ban." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no fire restrictions. We are camping. Damn it! I don't camp without a campfire." The restrictions were extended. We could not even nothing, no charcoal grills, nothing. And it was hotter than blue blazes out there. So, I mean, I do understand why. I'm not ripping them by any stretch, but damn it. How do you camp without a campfire? I had stuff for s'mores. I had stuff to cook. I had beautiful steaks to cook, and bah, nothing. I don't know where bah came out of, but I was mad. I was really upset about it. Why? How do you camp without a campfire? How do you camp without s'mores? I don't even eat s'mores. I don't eat s'mores. But obviously, the main event was young Ozzy, the little pup, who we were nervous. And I especially Queen Bee was nervous too. That mostly, I would say, because I have dogs that are just dogs in me my whole life. Dogs. I've had beautiful, wonderful dogs. Even Django. Django was the best hunting dog I have ever witnessed. And he died early, but he was still crazy in public. He was just not a dog you just take camping because he's just too high strung. So I was thinking that's what we're going to deal with. So she was a little bit nervous about it, and my expectations were set at psycho dog going everywhere. That's where my expectations were set. So I wasn't nervous at all. I thought that was just what we were going to have to deal with. Ozzy's cool in the gang. Ozzy is the dog, and come with me if you guys have had dogs like this. If you've had dogs that are just absolutely crazy, just insane dogs, just wild in every which way. And then you look at other people's dogs, like me, my whole dog having life. I would look at other people that had cool dogs that were mellow, that stayed by them, that didn't, pull like crazy on a leash, and were just kind of chill, right? I would look at them with such envy. I would look at them with such jealousy. And damn it, buddy, pals, everybody, Ozzy's the man. Ozzy's it. I remember walking along with Queen Bee, walking down the path, and he was just chilling with us, just doing this thing. And I'm like, I'm that person right now. We are those people. We have that dog. Holy cow. How cool is this? Dude, she's just hanging, just prancing along, sniffing, pooping, sniffing, doing this thing. Wow. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, if you haven't had this happen before, when you had a dog and take a dog to a lake, if you hadn't had a puppy experience lake water for the first time, dude, you miss it. If I have it on video. Let's go check this out. Ozzy checking out the lake first time. Check it out. Yep. I'm right. Yep. He's tripping out. Total zoomies. Oh, wait. Okay, now something here. Oh, no. There's the water again. Look at this. He is just absolutely losing his mind. Mm-hmm. He does not know what to make of this. And I'm surprised he's not barking at it. He's just tripping right now. He has no idea what to do. But I don't know if you can find a cuter thing. Said if he got into it and he started growling at the water when he's making bubbles, and then he'd go get the bubbles. Yeah, so he just loving this whole thing. Wait. Has no idea how to get where he's supposed to be going. He's like, it looks like ground. It looks like there's things in there, but I can't get to any of them. But that was dog. He didn't just take off. He didn't have a leash. He just took it off. Oh, your boxer used to do that too? Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you that it's so fun watching a dog discover a lake like that. Because he's definitely a lake dog from here on out. He's definitely a lake dog. he fished with me, and I mean, just check this out. I mean, come on, guys, come on. He just sat there the whole time. He sat there the entire time and just would fish with, just watch. You didn't understand what I was doing, really. He would just watch me cast it out, bring it back in, kind of spin around again, sit down and watch me do it again. And sit down, watch me do it again. And again, he would not leave the water. He was right there. He was good. Yeah. Lynn said dogs are okay though. Lynn said he's a cat guy, but the dogs are okay though. I don't know what to say to that. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm definitely allergic to cats. I have my own opinion on cats. We'll talk about that stuff a little bit later, my man. But yes, my man was there with me the whole time. He wasn't moving, and just so you understand and you know, we did catch fish. So there you go. So there was fish to be caught. He was excited about it at first. He was barking at it and didn't know what the hell to make of it. And then there he was giving a little sniff and a little smooch. Before we threw the catfish. So there you go, Lynn. We have catfish, cat and dog right there. There you have it. Yeah. It's about the only cat you're going to see on the show unless I'm mountain lion hunting, but this is it. There you go. The cat was there. But again, you look at it, the weather it was hot. It was a little warm out, but I'm telling you, Lake Pleasant was just absolutely bringing it. And it was really cool. We had a great spot. The water is super, 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 super low. So where the spot we were in is usually probably 10 yards from the water, we had quite a bit of a hike, probably 50, 60 yards and kind of down rocks and stuff like that. It was a little bit, but here's the deal. I'm going to go with sing the praises of Lake Pleasant again. We get there and we get to our spot. We see coyote and we see donkeys. And if you don't understand the burros, jackasses, donkeys, whatever you want to call them, they are all over Lake Pleasant. Everywhere. You're hearing the hee-haw all night. I mean, they are just all about Lake Pleasant. So, but they were saying like, hey, a lot of people are feeding the coyotes. A lot of people are feeding the donkeys, so they don't really leave this area. And we got kind of sketched out because, again, we just got there. We don't know what Ozzy's going to be doing. And so we go to one of the rangers, one of the guys cleaning the place, whatever it was, hosts, I think they call him. And he goes, yeah. He goes, the donkeys will stomp your dog. They really will stomp your dog to get to whatever they want to get to. I'm like, damn. And the coyote's going to do what coyote's going to do, especially if they start getting fed. So we said, hey, can we move? And the guy just gets on the horn and goes, yeah, let me get you moved. And he gets on, he talks to him like, yeah. He's like, okay, go to the main gate. You got to pay $10 more for this spot. I'm like, okay, $10 more for the spot. And get back and come to find out it's one of the most sought after spots you could have at Lake Pleasant camping. And it was just amazing. And that guy just hooked us up. Didn't have to do that. Didn't say, no, it's not really our policy to change. I really don't know what's available. He said, I want them in this spot. And they totally took care of us. It was so rad. Mm-hmm. Feeding them has. Oh, Clayton, I'm telling you, man. Clayton's right. Clayton's done a lot. Clayton has more hours on Lake Pleasant than most of the water in Lake Pleasant. Yeah. So, but it was way cool that they didn't even think twice. The guy it wasn't even a hesitation. It was just boom in. And Clayton, you might be shocked because Clayton understands after 11 years of knowing me that I don't paddleboard, but I did paddleboard. I did. I even got the shirt. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. Now, I knew nothing about paddleboards, guys. I knew nothing about paddles. I've had Terry Carlin on the show several times. She runs Riverbound Sports, which you ever want to rent kayaks or paddleboards, things like that, for not Lake Pleasant, for Tempe Town Lake. Just go out for the day. Just look her up, Riverbound Sports, and they got all. I mean, if you're into paddleboarding, they got it. Trust me. And they have those one wheel things too. Have y'all seen these? It's just one wheel and like two places for your feet. And it's kind of like a people mover thing. And people just zipping around those damn things. Those things have brake lights. Those things zip. I will not be on those. Mark my word, I will not be on those. Mm-hmm. So we took these things, bought them on Amazon, bought a couple of things on Amazon. And I'm thinking for 11 years, I said, I'll never be on one of these because it looks horrifyingly boring. Paddleboarding looks like one of the most dull, dumb things, like watching grass grow. I'm like, really? And there's potential that I'm going to fall in And I've watched several people rent paddle boards for the first time, and they're doing the whole wobbly thing. And I don't want to look like that. That does not look like a time, any way that I want to spend my time. So we didn't even take these out. We didn't even take these out of the bags. They were in the bags, and we were opening these things for the first time, ready to go paddleboarding. And let me tell you something. Bree sent me a text after she found out that I'd got the paddleboard. She sent me a text and said, hey, Terry, again from Riverbound Sports, gave me a suggestion to get a pump, an auto pump for these things. And I'm like, what? I'm blowing up a raft. I'm like, I don't need a whatever. Forever. And it didn't even look like the needle was moving on the air pressure, because you have to get between 12 and 15 pounds of pressure. And I was like, oh my Lord. And I froze again. How am I freezing so much? We had to get this. Let me know if I'm back, Chris. So but it's pumping. And then it finally got to start moving. The needle started to move a little bit, and we're pumping, going, good Lord. This takes a lot. But these damn things are rigid. These are really, really good. Like it was firm. It was fine. We got it up to about 12. I don't want to pop the damn thing. I was like, 15 seems a bit excessive. If it looks like this way at 12, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it at 12, right? So 12 pounds. We got the things. They weigh absolutely nothing. It's fantastic. Kind of awkward with the paddle and the gear and the dog, but still, we got down to the water, and y'all, I paddleboarded. I did. I didn't even do it. Well, I did a lot of the sit down stuff because I was, just chilling on the water and kind of hanging out, and or maybe on your knees if you want to get down and get seriously moving, because it was my first time doing this. But I was standing up and supping. Sup. I paddleboard. I got the shirt with the dog on it and everything. Telling you, it is actually fun. It really is. It's relaxing. It's fun. It is challenging. Look, the balance thing is an issue. I mean, I was a little wobbly a couple of times, and I found out that it's like when you're carrying, if you've done this before, if you carry like a really full glass of something, well, there's coffee, beer, you don't want to spill anything. And what do we always say? At least I would tell the kids. I'm sure you've told your peeps as well. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. If you don't look and you stop shaking, if you look down at your paddleboard wondering, okay, am I going to fall? You're going to be shaky and wobbly. If you just look at the horizon or queen bee and the pup, you're good. You stop shaking. You stop shaking and just start just scooting right along. So I was actually having an enjoyable time. I mean, it's cool being out there, and it really was neat. I mean, I kept thinking, right. Okay. So Clayton said the first time he saw when he couldn't believe it was an inflated board. I'm going to tell you where that 3 pounds of pressure goes. Dude, it's needed. Okay. Because for me, I'm over 200 pounds. For Queen Bee, it was nothing. But for me, I mean, my board's holding 200 plus. So, I mean, it gets spongy. It gets a little bit spongy. And you throw that extra 3 pounds in there. So going 12 to 15 PSI. It's yeah. In Clayton, they actually make tents with this stuff now. They make truck covers, truck shells out of the same material that you inflate it and just put it on there temporarily, fold it up when you're done, put it in the garage. And entire tents too, and I'm talking about like the big stove tents. Yeah. Canvas tents have been replaced by this kind of material that you just you inflate and you're good. Yeah. Life is a challenge. You're right, Lynn. It is. Finish with Jason. Oh, great instruction. Definitely. And Jim just reminded me of that too. Check out yesterday's episode if you guys missed it. Seriously amazing information from Chase. Is a good guy. But going back to the paddleboard. So I'm thinking there's zero boring about this at all, but it could be better. Oh, and here's proof. Sorry. I'm sorry. Here's Queen Bee got this. Check it out. Look at that. That's me, right? Look at that. Yeah. That's the dog. Dog chilling on the board. Yeah, and I'm sorry about this. I forgot to apologize for Ozzy because or what we did to Ozzy, and by we I mean Queen Bee. That is a fish. That is a fish life jacket. So it's got a fish on it. He had to wear it. I mean, could you imagine? He's like, what if there's other dogs out here? What if the dogs see me in this? What if the dogs see me wearing this? So his new nickname is Big Tuna. So, all right. So anyway, back to it, to proof that I was actually standing up. There I am, standing up. Hold on. That's me. Standing up and paddling same time. I got it. Rhonda, you said it. You believed in my balance. I had the balance. Yeah. How cool is that little guy, though? But he just chilled the whole time. There I am paddling. Not falling down, guys. Not falling down. I did not fall down. So it's good. But the security of those boards was just like my Hobie fishing kayaks and everything. And that's where we can take it to another step. Because I didn't know Queen Bee had the bug to fish. So I'm taking one of my caning coolers that fits almost perfectly on there. Taking one of my caning coolers, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, I guess, retrofit is what we're going to call it. I'm going to JB weld whatever I can. I'm definitely going to screw into the thing. But I'm going to put some rod holders on the side of that thing and put a little some gear holders up front. And I'm going to have my gear and drinks, everything right there in that cooler, that watertight cooler. It's going to be wonderful. And it's a perfect seat. Because, I mean, you could sit down. Basically, it's like going to Catholic church. Paddleboarding is going to Catholic church. Sit down, kneel, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, fight. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, all up and down. And it's fun. So I was actually just going through my mind the whole time, why am I not throwing a line here? And then we got to this point where we're rowing and we're getting moving and we're getting comfortable. I'm like, we're at trolling speed right now. We're at trolling speed. This is fantastic. I should have a line out. So the second day, that's what I did. Didn't catch anything on it, but I just had I don't even know what I had tied to the end of that thing. I'm like, something wants to get it, something get it. But it was really cool to get to that speed. And you're like, yes, this is it. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, wait a second, Rhonda. That's not okay. This is no. Taking tests and application of a job. Forget it. Won't be able to play any longer. Now, I doubt that's the case. We'll always find a way to play. We always will find a way. We're not losing you to that. Queen Bee's here. Okay, she found a yoga paddleboard class. I'm going to sign up just for a few laughs. Now, I don't have it loaded. I don't have the video loaded because I didn't load that because I didn't know if she wanted me to show a video of her, wearing, a bathing suit. I don't know. I'm trying to be a good guy. But she did do, so we're clear, a full headstand on the paddleboard. Perfect headstand, like straight up everything. Holy cow. Yep. I'll bring that. If she's okay with that, I will load that for tomorrow's program. Unbelievable. Anyway. Retroing this stuff for fishing seems perfect. Seems absolutely the right thing to do. Like for me, now I'm killing two birds with one stone. Out there with my woman, I'm out there paddleboarding. We're having a great time. Got Oz there, and then boom, put fishing on top of that. Oh, I thought it was cool that we went catfishing. We're just out there at night and had the Dodger game playing, and it was just rad. Playing on the radio, and it's like the old days. Oh, so nice and so relaxing. Really, really was. And then we got to know the squirrels. Wildlife is just what wildlife is. And when we encroach on their space in our camping spots, we can't really complain. But as young Oz had his bowl of kibble out with some water, and he just likes to graze. He just likes, when the mood strikes, he'll go grab some. We saw a little squirrel. And I mean a little squirrel. Apparently these are antelope squirrel. So they're all just super tiny. Like I don't even think it's a squirrel you can hunt because it's just not even worth it. I don't know. You'd have to hunt it with like a stapler or something like that. These things are tiny, but they're little. They're the mafia. They were just coming and stealing. They're like a gang, like a street gang. They just came and they started taking his food, and they'd stop a little bit, do one of those, and then zip off, and then they'd go flat. like nobody can see me. Yeah, these things were crazy. And the cool thing about this, and I was talking about how cool Ozzy is, what a great dog he is. He was just watching them do it. He was as shocked as us, just watching them just take this stuff. Watch this. Watch it. Let me see if I can get it up here. Here we go. Watch this. Look, they're just snatching it from him. He's just watching them. They just come and grab it. He keeps just filling his cheeks. Look at this. Just grabbing it. I mean, I'm right there filming. These things do not care. They do not care. They were climbing all up into the engine block of the truck. They were climbing on the tires. And then we get back from whatever the hell we're doing. Oh, we actually had to go out to dinner. So big shout out to Dylan's, which is because we couldn't grill because we had the fire restriction. So we had to go to Dylan's to eat. And those steaks were sitting in the grill. I mean, in the candy cooler, just absolutely taunting me. Brendan, they are thieves. I'll get to that in a minute. So went to Dylan's, which was great, and we parked very illegally. I didn't know we were parking. It's very weird to park there, but anyway, parked illegally. Didn't know it, but thank God they didn't give us a ticket. You know, the cool people of Lake Pleasant. But we go and we heard they had a dog-friendly patio, and it's still 100 and something degrees. So I go in there, Queen Bee and the dog stay outside, and I go and say, we're going to sit out there because we have a dog. They go, dude, bring him in. Just bring him in. Totally good, dude. Just if he's cool, just if he's chill, just bring him in. And yeah, it's just too hot out there. And so we ate inside, and we were those people. Yeah, we brought a dog into a restaurant. We were those people. I still don't know how I feel about that, but I'm very, very proud of young Ozzy for doing his thing because he was just chill. He just laid there. I mean, he was dead tired. Good Lord. He'd been paddleboarding all day. And he's a crazy dog. And he jumped from her board to my board and stuff like that. Yeah, he was very, very happy doing what he's doing. But anyway, went to Dylan's. And I was thinking when I started the truck up, I'm like, there's probably squirrel in here. Because they're just jumping. We're sitting in the chairs and we're watching over at the truck and they're going up along the wheel wells and all that. And I'm like, serves you right, you little thieves. So we get back and we have Ozzy's food in a Ziploc bag. Or what used to be Ozzy's food in a Ziploc bag. Don't mind. It's your fault for leaving the food out. We didn't. They got up into the jumping jack. Up. The jumping jack is elevated. It's a good 2 feet off the ground. They got in there and got through the little zipper part of the bottom of the door and went and just started munching on his kibble. They're just thieves or they're addicts. They got like they love some science diet, whatever. Holy. They didn't eat anything else. I think Queen Bee's got a hole in something, but I mean, it was really just, they wanted that dog food. And there was a can of mixed nuts. So, okay, this makes sense. But they ate through the plastic top and spit out. They didn't eat it. They chewed through it and just moved little pieces. So they had enough to get in there and absolutely clean it all out. Yeah. No. Dude, squirrels are evil, Lynn. I'm with you. Destructive punks. Yeah. But hey, I tell you what, I haven't bailed on the show. Damn thing called work. Oh, Eddie, it's all good though, man. We've been missing you. We're glad you're back. Thank you. I know. Work is, as my late father always said, life happens when you're making other plans. So, man, we've missed you, and we're good that you've been working though, but you've been putting in it, making that money. That's really all that matters. Yeah, squirrel catapult. Oh, dude, yeah, I know. No, I don't know if I'll put a squirrel catapult video in FAFO. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, but I'll look it up. I think FAFO is going to be Squirrel Edition tomorrow for sure. I mean, on Friday, sure. God, I thought it was Thursday for a second there. Okay, it's not. So, but yes, a wonderful time. Got to paddleboard and experience that, and now I know what to do with my paddleboard, which is retrofitted to make it a fishing vessel. Yep, and I got to got the bug going to do a lot of camping. If you guys have some cool camping spots, let us know because we'd love to try some out. It's very going on and doing the online reservations at Lake Pleasant. It's full, which is amazing, which is great news. I don't want it to be full because I want it all to myself, but I'm happy that my peeps out here, especially in the West Side, are really taking advantage of the outdoors and getting out there and camping, because that's important. All right. So let's do this again mañana at 11. And again, I'll start those squirrel videos, Brendan. I'll look that up right away. Let's do it again tomorrow at 11 right here on the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world.